Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a little makeup play session with my ABH Norvina palette. I know that some of you have not picked it up yet. Maybe I'm a little late to the game getting this out here, but I'm okay with that. I got it and haven't even touched it yet, so I'm a little excited. I have touched it enough to get rid of the little brush that was in here because I don't typically use those brushes. These ABH palettes have like this like felt on the outside, which is a little strange, and it gets super dirty, but inside it comes with a mirror, and then these are the shades in here. As you can see, I haven't even touched it, so we're gonna do like a first impression, let's play with this kind of video today. I'm gonna do some swatches for you. So the first row here is all shimmers, and this row down here is all mattes. Looks like we have quite a few like really pretty like browns in here, but only a couple pops of purple and pink. This is more neutral than I think I anticipated it to be. I really believe that initially we all thought it was going to be more of a purple palette just because of the exterior packaging, but it's definitely not purple. I don't know if any of you saw the Instagram that Norvina posted in regards to this palette and why she chose the colors that she chose to be inside of the palette, but there was a good story behind all of them. I'm really excited to use it. This product is 0.71 grams, and each of those shadows has 0.02 ounces, so they're not huge. They're not huge shadows. So, and from what I know from ABH shadows, if you go in real ham with these, you're gonna pan this palette and nothing flat. So I also wanted to let you know that I am today wearing this BH Cosmetics liquid foundation, Naturally Flawless, in the shade 209 Ivory Beige. I really dig this foundation, and it's like, I don't know, 12 bucks. And I am also wearing the Pro concealer that I bought at the same time as this. It is a little darker actually than that foundation, but what I have found with that concealer is you have to go in very lightly because a little bit really does go super far. I'm also wearing the Cella eyebrow cream in taupe that we got in our BoxyCharm. This is the second time I've worn it. I really like my eyebrows with it on, but this one feels a little bit too full, so they are a little bit dark. I am also wearing the ABH powder bronzer in Rich Amber that I got in my 1 year haul that went up not that long ago. I think that it is a great color for me actually. I'm really okay with it. I thought it was going to be maybe a little bit too dark, but I feel like I need to blend this right here a little better. But other than blending, I feel like it's a really good color for my skin tone. So let's go in to the Norvina palette. We're going to swatch these first. I'm going to do the mattes first for you, and then I will do the shimmers. So these are the mattes in that, and let me bring you in a little bit closer. So Soul here, or base, I'm sorry, base would make a great like brow bone highlight or whatever. Maybe even like an all over setting powder. Soul is a nice periwinkle color, a little more blue than it is purple. Incense looks to be like an orange cream soda color. Love is a very sheeny pink, almost kind of like a satin finish. Let's see, Volatile is kind of like a gray-brown color. And Eccentric is more of like an orange color, orange-brown, like a burnt sienna almost. And Passion is a really like dark red color. These are the shimmers. The first one is Dreamer. First one starting over here. That is Dreamer, Summer, Wild Child, Rose Gold, Celestial, Dazzling, and Drama. And they look to be just very compatible to the shade underneath them. I will say that they are super soft, just because I went in to Dreamer a little bit hard there, and I don't know if you guys can see that, but my finger is sunk right into it, and I feel really bad for doing that. They are beautiful, beautiful shades. I love the shimmers. I feel like the shimmers, I had to work less to swatch them. So we are going to play in this palette, and I am going to try and create an eye look. I do already have the Milani eye primer on, and then I set that with just my Coty Airspun. So I am going to go into base, which is that color right there, and just set it. And again, they are super powdery, which is actually pretty normal for ABH powders. So don't go in super ham. You actually very lightly have to touch your brush into the pan, very lightly. So next I'm going to go into incense here, and I'm just going to go lightly into that with my IT Cosmetics blender airbrush crease brush. Looks like this. And the numbers and stuff are all worn off of it because I use it every day, and wow, I just lightly tapped into that. So with that being said, make sure that you tap your brush off. Okay, I'm just gonna pat this on first because I feel like I got way too much. And just put that. Super powdery. Getting that really into the crease and blended in and a little above. Just build it up. It reminds me a lot of the issues that people were having with subculture, but like, I gotta be honest, I've only been in this makeup game for like just now about a year. Like, I obviously started playing with makeup and purchased makeup before I started my YouTube channel, but not long before I started my YouTube channel, honestly. And back then, modern renaissance was all the rage. And I don't think, like, playing with this and playing with subculture, I didn't really see a huge difference between the powderiness of those two palettes, let alone any other palette that I currently have from ABH. Okay. I really think that that's a pretty crease color. I like that a lot, actually. Okay, so that's incense all over. I kind of dig it. I like it. It went on very well. I don't think it's patchy at all. The next color I'm going to actually go into, I think, is Love. I really like this pink color, and I kind of want to use either Wild Child, Rose Gold, or Celestial as my shimmer. So we'll see. So I'm going to go into Rose Gold on a different brush. This is the Glamour Dolls brush that I received in an IPSY. This is what it looks like. That is actually the color of their bristles, not a stain on my brush. And I have not put it into Love yet. And it is a little tighter crease brush. So I'm going to stick it in to the crease and just keep it a little more tight into that crease area. It's a very, very pigmented pink. It doesn't look like it's this pigmented in the pan, that's for sure. And in the swatch, it actually also didn't look this pigmented, so I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm just wondering how it's going to blend with this brown color. It appears to be kind of sticking right here. I kind of love that. It blended really well with that other color. It does like still appear to be sticking right here though, or maybe darker, but that might have just been the incense color, maybe a little bit darker. I'm gonna go in with a Morphe blending brush, and I got these in an IPSY kit, so they don't have like numbers or anything on it, but this is what it looks like, and I'm just going to blend those two shadows together. I really like those colors together. They're very pretty. They blend very well together. Alright, going into the other eye. My boys, the three 12-year-olds that we have, are playing with the PS4, and my daughter is trying to watch TV. Well, because the one TV is in the like reading area and the other TV is in the living room, which connect, she can't hear. So I could hear her saying, "Hey guys, can you turn that down? I can't hear. Hey guys, can you turn that down? I cannot hear." They have earphones that attach to their remotes, but I'm just going in with that blending brush and blending those two colors together. They needed the words of mama to actually do what their little tiny sister was asking them to do, which I think is crazy sauce. So upon further usage of this love color, I don't think it's satin at all. It doesn't have any sheen to it at all on the eye. It seemed to in the swatch, but it definitely doesn't once it's on your eye. I really rather like how those two colors came together. I think I'm gonna go in a little bit, just lightly, with that incense and make sure it's actually present on top. Just lightly place it there and blend it again. One thing I will say as well is this is really, really easy to play with. Like, it's blending really well. It's not taking me forever and a day to mess with it, which I've had palettes take me forever to play with just to get what I wanted them to do done. This one is not. I really do love ABH. For that reason, I have, this is the 4th palette I have of theirs, 5th I've bought. I gave Soft Glam to my daughter. I actually bought it for her because I just didn't see it being a palette I needed. I felt like a lot of the shades that were in it I could pick out of the other palettes that I have. Next color I kind of want to go into is Soul. I know it's a color that everybody wants to play with, but it's like the color that is like, I think what drew everybody to this palette. I'm just taking an e.l.f. crease brush, just a little tiny brush, and putting some of that Soul color on there, and I'm just going to concentrate this into the outer V. Oh, lots of fallout. You guys see that? All kinds of fallout right there. Yeah. I was dumb. There was shininess on that. Okay, so I didn't tap that off before I went in, so I'll tap it off this time. Because I have slightly hooded eyes and I wear glasses, actually, I like to make sure that the color shows, so when I do my makeup, I actually stare straight forward and make sure that you can still see a lot of that color. I like that color. It actually shows up quite purple on the eye, which is nice because the swatch made it look a little more blue than purple. Go into this eye and do the same thing. This is definitely a palette with fallout, so you want to make sure you tap off for sure. Which one should I use? This one, this one, this one. I think that is too much purple. Has too baby pink. I think we're gonna go in with rose gold. I think that Wild Child is a little bit too pink for me, but I might go in with rose gold and then use Celestial to like marry soul and rose gold. I think that'll be a good idea. So I am gonna go into rose gold first with just a dry brush, and we're gonna try that. These are super moist. They feel very, very moist, so I'm not really wowed. Okay, not really wowed by that dry, but I'm gonna put it onto the other lid the same way. We gotta do the same thing on both sides. So we're gonna go in wet. I'm gonna wet it with some of my setting spray. You know, these swatch so beautifully. Okay. I am wholly not a fan of using my finger, but that just doesn't wow me, so I am gonna go in with my finger into that rose gold, and we're gonna put it on with my finger. See, that is a lot more like what I'm looking for. Can I tell you though that I hate that you have to use your finger? I'm gonna go into Celestial here and kind of marry these two colors together. I'm going back in to rose gold and just kind of patting that in. I mean, overall it doesn't look bad, but I'm just not a fan of having to use my finger. I'm gonna take Dreamer really lightly and go into my brow bone. gonna take the brush that I used to just blend it all together. I'm gonna use my really tiny Morphe brush to go into Love and just put that color back into the external parts of this eye look. I'm gonna blend it into the lid colors. Okay, so that's the overall eyeshadow look. I'm gonna go put on some eyeliner and I'll be right back. Okay guys, this is my final look with the ABH Norvina palette. First impressions, like, I really like this palette. I really feel like, even though I had to go in with my fingers into the shimmers, like, it still turned out really pretty. Let me see if I can get you guys super close. I really feel like it still turned out really pretty. I feel like the eye look is not bad. I did go under my lash line with Soul again, and then I also used this volatile color, and I kind of like it a lot. It's a really more gray, cool tone brown. This is the final look for this. I really think it blended well. I think it did a really good job. I'm not unhappy that I purchased it. What I will say is, if you are new to ABH, or you get this palette, and or both, the shimmers are really soft. They're really soft and really moist. The two that I feel like are the softest and the most moist would be this one here called Dreamer. As you can see, and I kind of stated throughout the video, my finger, when I put it into swatch, just sunk right into it, and that was very sad and tragic for me. And this one right here called Rose Gold is also very, very moist feeling, or very wet feeling. I know some people don't like the word moist, so I'm trying not to use it. Love, when you swatch it, looks more like a satin, but it definitely doesn't have a sheenness to it on your eyes. I really, really love it. Soul kind of went on as a swatch, more blue, but onto my eye a little more purple. It blended in with Celestial really nice on that, like, transition color to mold Rose Gold and Soul in together. I feel like even the oddest of colors together, these two are in the upper crease and the lower crease area, and blended together, I feel like they blended nicely, and the color that they came up with together is just a really beautiful color. I'm not mad I purchased this. So, like I said, this is the Anastasia Norvina palette. I think when at first glance you look at it and you think, oh, it's a really pretty purple palette. It's definitely not a purple palette. It's definitely got a lot more neutrals to it than it does pops of color. So you've got a couple of pinks and a couple of purples in here. I'm okay with that. This one, you have to work a little bit with it. I don't feel like the mattes in here are awesome, but I don't feel like they're horrible either. I do have an ABH palette where the mattes just kind of blended away when you started to blend them out. And while I do feel like I lost a little bit of color in the pink, so I kind of reapplied it there towards the end, I don't feel like it just kind of blended away like I felt with even the Prism palette. So, great palette, excellent first impressions. Today on my lips, I am actually wearing this ColourPop metallic in 3-way, and on top of that I'm wearing this Lime Crime Diamond Crushers in Pink Pearl just in the center. I really kind of dig it. I think it looks really great with this look. I also kind of have a full face of ABH going on today. I also tried out the ABH blush trio that I got at Marshall's for 10 bucks, and I am wearing a combination of these two colors, which are Scorching and Bay. I really feel like they provide a really pretty perfect color on my skin tone. I am actually pretty excited about it. Those pans are a little difficult to get my blush brush in. Just one pan. So I kind of started to try and work it into one pan and then just ended up putting it into both and putting it on my cheeks, and super pigmented. It did go on so ham, and I did have to like shear it out a little bit, but I think that it turned out rather nicely. So that's what I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed my first impression ABH Norvina palette and the swatches and just playing. I enjoyed just playing and coming up with this eye look at the spur of the moment, and I hope that you guys did too. If you did, please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. That is down there in that little section right there. And I hope that you want to subscribe on your way out. I do upload content 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or Sunday, depending on my work week, and sometimes kick out a bonus video there too. I would love to have you as a part of this growing YouTube family of mine, and if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to talk about, please don't forget to put it into the comments section. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I know that you don't have to. There's nothing saying that you have to watch my videos, yet you choose to, and that warms my heart. You will never, never know how much that warms my heart. My nose is running. It's starting to get super, super hot in here. So I'm outie for now. I will talk to you guys later. I love you so much. Bye-bye.